People have a lot of misconceptions about Latin. For example, it's a dead language. Or it was mainly a Roman thing. Although later it was a medieval European thing, even though it was kinda dead. Or we can't learn Latin the way we learn a modern language. Or the best reasons to learn Latin are to improve your English grammar and logical thinking. But these common beliefs are not quite right. In this series, we'll look at the real history of Latin and answer questions such as, if Latin isn't dead, then what is it, and how did it get that way? Is Latin a Roman thing, a European thing, or someone else's thing? Why did so many people in the Renaissance go absolutely nuts over Latin? How did Latin then fall from most exciting thing ever to pretty boring to most people now? And why should you care about Latin? In the upcoming videos, you'll find out. Why am I doing this series, you ask? Well, I love Latin, and I want other people to love it too. So I hope these videos reach not only convinced Latin aficionados, but also people who love languages, but haven't bothered with Latin. Students who are taking Latin, but wish they weren't. Parents who are teaching Latin, but wish they weren't. And bystanders who just wonder why it's in the curriculum at all. So, if you're one of the above people, stick around, and you may learn something that changes your view of Latin. At the very least, you'll have a bunch of interesting little-known facts to share over dinner. Everyone will love it. For example, just to whet your appetite, did you know 99.99% of surviving Latin texts come from after the fall of the Roman Empire? For most of the centuries since the Romans, Latin has been a written and spoken language.
Latinitas viva sunt ioca nuge garrimenta gerre, quas quidam homines ociosi, qui nil habent quod faciant, et qui volunt monstrare se saltem aliqua in provincia quam nemo polat, prestare posse ceteris, se delectant, quibusdam in circulis, ubi de aeroplanis inversa vi propulsis, maxima cum delectatione, verba pseudo-latina proferunt.
Classical Latin was not exactly the native language even of the Romans. They had to study it in school too. On the other hand, I know multiple families who are teaching or have taught their babies Latin, one parent speaking to them exclusively in Latin. These and other delicious tidbits are coming up in this series on the peculiar history of Latin. Thank you for watching.